Hello, Golden State Warriors fan! We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. D'Anthony Melton's story with the Golden State Warriors might just be getting started. It's one of those NBA tales that mixes a bit of promise, a dash of what if, and a solid dose of resilience. When Melton first signed that one-year deal to join the Warriors for the 2024 to 2025 season, it felt like a move with potential but not necessarily headline-making. But from the moment he stepped onto the court in the iconic blue and gold, Melton showed flashes of what he could bring not just in numbers, but in energy and attitude. And if you watch closely, it was clear the team was onto something special. Before the injury, Melton was carving out a role that the Warriors desperately needed. He wasn't just filling minutes. He was making an impact, averaging just over 10 points per game with decent rebounds and assists, plus those defensive stats that don't always show up in the highlight reels. Melton was becoming a dependable two-way player. In the 6 games he managed to play before his partially torn ACL, the Warriors actually won 4. That's no coincidence. His presence on the court brought a kind of balance. He was a spark plug on defense, a solid option on offense, and, perhaps most importantly, a teammate whose attitude rubbed off on the locker room. That's exactly what Draymond Green highlighted when he talked about Melton's value to the team. Green isn't the type to hand out compliments lightly when he said, "What he was bringing to this team was great, so we'll miss that." It was more than just polite praise. He was talking about the intangibles, the vibe Melton carried. Every single day, always smiling, always positive. Never the guy to sulk or throw a fit over minutes or plays. It's the kind of attitude that lifts a team, especially during tough stretches. Green also touched on the heartbreak of watching a young player in a contract year suffer such a serious injury. But he was clear about one thing: Melton had already left an imprint on the Warriors' culture. And now, there's a real chance for him to come back, heal up fully, and pick up right where he left off. The timing of Melton's injury couldn't have been worse for the Warriors. He had surgery last November to fix that ACL, a tough road to recovery for any athlete, and especially one who had just started to find his footing in a new team. What made the situation more complex was that Melton was traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a deal that brought Dennis Schroeder to Golden State. It was a move rooted in the Warriors' efforts to manage their roster and chase the best combination of talent. But it left fans wondering what the future held for Melton in the Bay Area. Now, fast forward to the present, and rumors are swirling that the Warriors are on the verge of bringing Melton back for the 2025 to 2026 season. Brian Windhorst and others close to the league have reported that the Warriors are nearly ready to lock down deals not only for Melton, but also for veteran center Al Horford. The catch: these signings hinge on the team figuring out what to do with Jonathan Kuminga, whose own contract situation remains uncertain. That ongoing conversation has kept things in a bit of limbo. But the message coming out is clear: the Warriors want Melton back. It's not hard to see why. Melton, still just 27, is at a prime age to rebound and prove himself as a key contributor. The Warriors are well aware that the team took a hit when he went down. Their performance started to slide, the chemistry shifted, and the pieces weren't quite clicking like before. His defensive versatility, energy, and ability to hit timely shots helped stabilize the squad, and losing that disrupted their rhythm. So, the idea of welcoming him back with open arms makes perfect sense. Not just for the fans who remember his early impact, but for the players too, especially those like Draymond Green, who saw firsthand the positive effect Melton had on the group. What's also fascinating about Melton is how his style fits into the Warriors system. Golden State is built on ball movement, spacing, and relentless defense. And Melton embodies that ethos. He's not a flashy star who hogs the ball, but he's smart, tough, and adaptable. He makes the right plays, takes the right shots, and plays with an intensity that matches the Warriors' championship pedigree. That kind of player is invaluable when you're trying to keep the machine running smoothly over a long, grueling season. And don't underestimate the mental side of the game here. Coming back from an ACL injury is no joke. It's a test of will as much as it is a physical recovery. Melton's decision to have surgery right away showed his commitment to long-term health, rather than risking further damage by playing through pain. That maturity signals a player who's focused on building a sustainable career, and the Warriors will likely see that as a green light to invest in his return. Switching gears for a moment, this whole situation is also a reminder of how fluid NBA rosters are and how quickly circumstances can change. Just last season, the Warriors were a powerhouse led by the likes of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, with key role players filling in around them. Injuries, trades, and contract dynamics constantly reshuffle the deck, forcing teams to adapt on the fly. Melton's journey from signing a short-term deal to suffering a major injury, getting traded, and now potentially coming back captures that roller coaster perfectly. Speaking of Curry, his leadership and personality are a big part of why the Warriors remain competitive year after year. We've heard stories about how, even in tough moments, Steph stays lighthearted and confident, sometimes scrolling through social media during halftime to keep loose. That kind of swagger and composure under pressure is infectious. It helps create an environment where players like Melton can thrive, where resilience is built into the team's DNA. At the same time, the Warriors are juggling tricky contract situations with young stars like Jonathan Kuminga, who is stuck in what some call a brutal phase of restricted free agency. That process puts players in a tough spot where teams hold all the power, and young talents have to wait patiently for the right deal to materialize. It's a delicate balancing act for the Warriors front office, trying to lock in their young core while also bringing back key veterans like Melton and Horford to maintain championship-level depth. In this context, Melton's potential return is more than just about filling minutes or boosting stats. It's about continuity, culture, and a shared belief in what the Warriors represent. Melton left his mark in just a handful of games, and that impression is powerful enough that teammates like Draymond are publicly rooting for him to come back and finish what he started. It's a vote of confidence that goes beyond numbers and speaks to heart and hustle. As the Warriors navigate the offseason, all eyes will be on these signings and negotiations. Will Melton get that second chance in Golden State? Will he rejoin a team eager to reclaim its spot at the top? The signs point to yes, and if that happens, it could be one of the quieter yet most important moves of the upcoming season. So, keep watching this space. The story of DeAnthony Melton and the Warriors is far from over. His journey, from promising signing to injury setback, trade, and now hopeful return, embodies the highs and lows of NBA life, and for a team that thrives on resilience, teamwork, and a winning mentality, Melton's comeback could be just what the doctor ordered as they prepare to chase another title run. While DeAnthony Melton's possible return is stirring up excitement, there's another layer to the Warriors' ongoing narrative that's equally compelling. Stephen Curry, the undisputed heart and soul of the franchise, has long been known not only for his jaw-dropping shooting, but for his unique personality and approach to the game. Most fans know him for his deep threes and clutch moments, but there's a lighter, more human side to Steph that often flies under the radar. Back when the Warriors were in the thick of their dominance, when they were blowing out opponents and making comebacks that seemed almost scripted, Curry had a habit that many wouldn't expect from an NBA superstar. He used to scroll through social media during halftime, even when the team was losing by double digits. That's right. Instead of retreating into a tunnel of quiet reflection or drawing up plays with the coaching staff, Curry was often on Twitter or even the now-defunct Vine app, snapping photos and posting little in-game interviews of himself and teammates. It might sound frivolous, but there was a method to the madness. Steph used that time not just to have fun but to keep his mind loose and maintain a swagger that defined the Warriors' identity. Down by 16, no problem for Curry and his team. That was just another setup for a legendary comeback. And the energy he brought wasn't just for himself, it was infectious. His social media antics during games became a quirky symbol of the Warriors' irrational confidence, a mindset that said, "We believe in ourselves no matter what." Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive updates. Let's keep going. A new buzz is stirring in the basketball world, especially among NBA enthusiasts and fans of international talent. Rumors are circulating that Filipino phenom SOTTO is on the verge of signing a 4-year deal with the Golden State Warriors. While nothing has been officially confirmed by either party, insiders suggest that the Warriors are seriously interested in adding the towering 7-footer to their roster as part of a long-term strategic move. SOTTO, who has been making waves internationally with his remarkable skills and impressive height, has caught the attention of scouts and analysts worldwide. His combination of size, agility, and shooting touch sets him apart from many young prospects currently available. The possibility of him joining the Warriors a team known for its championship pedigree and talent development, is sparking excitement and speculation. The Warriors have been quietly rebuilding their roster, blending experienced stars with emerging, young talent. If the whispers about a 4-year commitment are true, it could mean that the franchise sees Kai Sotto as a cornerstone for their future plans, potentially molding him into a key player. Alongside their core, such a move would also mark a significant milestone for Filipino basketball, which has been yearning for representation on the biggest stage of all. Sotto's journey so far has been watched closely by basketball fans in the Philippines and beyond. His impressive performances in international competitions and his steady development have made him a promising figure in the sport. Joining the Warriors could provide the perfect environment for him to refine his skills under the guidance of experienced coaches and alongside some of the best players in the league, of course. These rumors come with the usual caveats. NBA contracts and signings often involve complex negotiations and last-minute changes. The Warriors' interest could be part of a broader scouting and development strategy, rather than an imminent official signing. However, given the buzz and the reported length of the deal, it seems that Kai Sotto's potential NBA career might soon become a reality. With the Golden State Warriors as fans eagerly await confirmation, the prospect of seeing a Filipino giant grace the NBA courts with one of the league's most storied franchises is thrilling. Whether this turns out to be a headline in the near future or just another rumor, the excitement around Kai Sotto's future in professional basketball continues to build, adding another compelling storyline to the ever-evolving NBA landscape. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.